Dibble Show.
It just went away.
Whoa. What went away, Kurt? What went away?
The CT power pole music.
Oh, that's
all good. I'll introduce you. And now, Ben Darnell with the CT College Football Power Pole.
I was telling Kurt Dibbs, there's going to be a lot of people upset about this. Every team has jostled positions. There is not a team in the spot they were last week. And
Love it.
that might be surprising to everyone. If you want to come yell at me about this week's Connecticut College Football Power Pole, come see us tomorrow at Stuff-A-Bus down in Dixwell Avenue, Hamden, Stop and Shop Plaza. Come get your frustration out because I think everyone is going to be upset about the Connecticut College Football Power Pole. Oh, Dibs, there has been some big-time wins and huge losses. But I'm very proud of the pollers, the poll, the club. Those in the club, except for one, kicking major butt over the weekend. Now, we always got to start where we normally start, outside the club, in the back, where the stray cats that hang out at MetLife Stadium, where the rats of Hartford.
Empty boxes.
Bunch of empty boxes of engineer equipment finally thrown away with some old pizza inside. That's where Post likes to hang. 1-8 Post. Believe it or not, they didn't lose last week.
They played the BYE
Yeah,
team.
they had a bye.
Yeah. University of BYE.
One more chance, Post. At Wagner. Noon tomorrow. Joining them in the dumpster, sharing a half-eaten sandwich, and drinking the bottom of a Mountain Dew.
There's ants on that.
1-9 UConn.
Oh, that hurts.
So bad. So bad. I'm embarrassed. Embarrassed to talk about it sometimes.
Fredo.
Guess what? We got ourselves a dumpster bowl this week. Uh-oh. What are you laughing at, Sacred Heart? 2-8. Sacred Heart in a dumpster bowl against 1-9 UConn. Get it all over yourself Saturday morning at the Rent. We're starting the party at 7 a.m.
Oh, my God.
Woohoo! If you got any alcohol left from the tailgates of the past, bring it out. We're finishing the job on the season. Sacred Heart fans, I'm talking to you just as much as I'm talking to the Husky fans.
I think if people have had warm beer sitting in their garage all like summer,
Yeah.
you should have to come drink it.
Yeah, bring out the bad Oktoberfest that you never drank that's been in the back of the garage fridge.
I have like a 12-pack of a couple different beers that were in one of my coolers I just found.
One of the sampler
Yeah.
packs.
Go get some Genesee.
I'm not going to put it on ice. I deserve to drink it warm.
Yes, that is correct. And then go into the Rent mad as hell.
Throw it up everywhere.
I don't care if you're rooting Sacred Heart. I don't care if you're rooting UConn. Somebody is climbing out of the dumpster. Challenge! Whoever wins this game's out of the dumpster. But whoever loses will be hanging out with Post. Still in line. Yeah.
You'll be with the cockroaches.
Still in line, not in the club. Have been happy about being outside the velvet ropes. A team that lost to stinking Sacred Heart a couple of weeks ago. 3-7 CCSU. All Blue Devil fans, we got one more game. Senior Day, hard-hitting, New Britain, noon, St. Francis in the house to get some. Come on, CCSU. We bought you new jerseys, we painted your locker room, and we fixed 2 out of the 4 crappers. You think you could pay us back with some wins?
Dude, the Red Flash 3-6, man.
This is a good game then.
It's going to be a good game.
Standing with CCSU, done with their season, 4-6, outside the club, Southern. However, we got to give Southern some props. They went to Assumption last week, and they did not assume
anything.
Dibs knows. You don't assume when you go to Assumption.
Don't assume when you go to Assumption.
2014 winners for Southern to finish their season. That way to finish strong, but we're still not letting you in the poll. Got to be a winning record.
That's kind of close.
Kind of close.
Do they work the door?
They can. We'll give them a job and a broom. We'll help them clean up around Post and
Get the gum from
UConn.
underneath the table.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get a job in the offseason. I'm hurt by this. This is one that really hurt me over the weekend. Kicked out of the club. They were in, they were out. They were in, they were out. Officially to end the season out of the power poll. 5-5 Coast Guard.
Oh, come on, Coast Guard.
39-27 losers to those deck-swabbing Merchant Marines.
Why did you do that? Why?
You scored 93 points in the second game of the year. And not first and second combined. One game you scored 93 points. How we didn't put that in a bottle into our back pocket and bust it out every Saturday afterwards, I don't know. But I got
You used them all up in one
but
game.
the school they beat was Anna Maria. I don't even know if that's a
She's
football
tough.
school.
She usually is tough.
She's hot.
Usually tough. Not this year.
Usually tough.
Coast Guard, you need to get it together in the offseason. You need to come back. I got high hopes. I thought the season was decent, but no cigar. Time for the poll! Down a spot. Oh, another painful one on the weekend. A team I am not proud of, but still a part of the poll because they finished the year 6-3.
Well done.
Wesleyan. Losers in the showdown about to go down in Middletown. A home loss for them, 58-6. As Dibs told you on Monday, old Nico Cardito, quarterback of the Wesleyan Cardinals.
Not a way to finish up the season, man.
91 yards in the air.
5 picks.
He had 5 great completions, but Dibs is right. Wrong team.
Okay.
However, Nico Cardito, Jr., he will be back, and he's pissed.
Is that a good thing?
It is. It was 6 weeks. 3 weeks it wasn't. 6 weeks it was. Come on, Wesleyan. Good finish on the year, 6-3. I know they're better than that, but, they flirt with disaster. They're the Molly Hatchet team.
So that's 2 for the last 11 in that rivalry, right?
Yeah, you guys were keeping score on that. Wesleyan doesn't win that rivalry enough. You should put that in the locker room. Put exactly what you said in the weight room in the offseason, Kurt. So that's 2 for 11 in the last 13 in that rivalry, right? Question mark. That's a motivating statement. Number 4, Yale.
All right.
They're up from number 5 from last week. They are 6-3 now. Put a beat down at Princeton, 36-28. I got to give a shout out to the running back. I do believe he's just a sophomore, Joshua Pitzenberger. If you go down to New Haven this weekend, was it Lucky's Lunch? Ask for a Louis' Lunch? Ask for a Pitzenberger. See what you get.
On regular bread.
You're going to get 28 carries for 131s and 3 touchdowns. That's what you're going to get.
How about a Pits and Cheeseburger?
Pits and Cheeseburger had a day. Keep it going because guess what, fellas? This weekend,
The game.
the game.
The game. Biggest game of the year.
The Crimson of Harvard come to the Yale Bowl. Dibs, is this the one they all dress up in like
They
it's
all dress
1960,
up, man.
1940, whatever class you graduated from?
They try to outdo each other. Who's got better dressed alumni?
Keep your head on a
Memorabilia.
swivel. We could have some president kids in the crowd.
Going back to 1875 for that one.
1875, we've been playing the game. Big ball game for Yale. Number 3, and this is where people are going to get mad. And again, you can show up to Stuff a Bus tomorrow and yell at me. WestCon. WestCon, they did not lose on the weekend. They played BYE.
All right.
However, I feel bad
Good
about
job.
it because they dropped a spot from 2, and I don't like dropping people, A, when they're on a bye, B, when they're conference champions. All right, Wisconsin! So it was Bridgeport State who beat Mass Maritime, as you guys know, in the 44th annual Cranberry Bowl. Everybody was watching that game.
Oh, my goodness. I had some cranberry, and, well, I can't tell you what I mixed with it.
Oh, everybody does over there at Bridgeport State watching this team. 48-6 over Mass Maritime. That put them with 1 loss in the MASCAC. However, UMass Dart also won. Means a 3-way tie.
Oh, my.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, the NCAA Division III powers at B had some decisions to make with a 3-way tie. Who gets the automatic bid? Who gets the at-large? Sorry, you stinking Bridgeport Staters. I hope you had enough cranberry and vodka at the Cranberry Bowl, because you're out. Westcon's in. Westcon, big first round D3 playoff game. Oh, Dibs. You think that Wesleyan and Trinity have some doctors? Westcon's going to John Hopkins. Noon kickoff at John Hopkins. Big game. Come on, Westcon. You win that game, conference champs. They might be in the upper echelon, dare I say, champagne room next week. Challenge! You win this game, Westcon. We're putting you in the champagne room of the club.
Awesome.
With number 2, Trinity.
Whoa, no.
I know. Everybody at the Bad News Bantams Trinity is going to come to Stuff a Bustin' tomorrow and look at me and say, Darnell, why? Why did we drop from number 1 to number 2? We have been kicking butt all season long. Except one game.
And beat Wesleyan 58-6.
Our rival. Big win over Wesleyan, 58-6 at Wesleyan. 58-6, but we got to give it up for our... Can I get one for Mr. Sean Clapp? No, just one. Sean Clapp. Sean Clapp, 10 catches. 179 in the air on them catches.
All right.
4, count them, 4 touchdowns. Sean Clapp goes to Puerto Rico on missions. Sean Clapp helps out hurricane survivors on these missions. Sean Clapp's only a junior. He'll be back. Give it up one more time for Sean Clapp. Trinity ain't done yet. They got that one makeup game up there in Bowdoin.
It'll be cold.
However, Trinity, it also is not over for the NESCAC championship. That crappy team you lost to in the middle of the season, Middlebury, they got one more game to play as well. At Colby. Yeah, the Cheesers. If you lose to Colby Cheesers, Middlebury, Trinity, you're NESCAC champs. However, if Trinity loses to Bowdoin, they out. If Middlebury beats Colby, Trinity out. Keep your fingers crossed for our Bad News Bantams friends. They are number 2 today, but still in the champagne room of the Power Pole Club. But number 1, the NE10 champs, New Haven. They beat down Bentley at home 24-17. I always love to check how many interceptions were thrown when New Haven's playing at home wearing blue jerseys. Blue on blue picks. Blue jerseys, blue turf. 2 interceptions against Bentley. 3 sacks on the day. They couldn't see him coming. New Haven not only wins the NE10, up a spot in the poll. First time for New Haven to leapfrog Trinity. There was a chance New Haven was 3 a couple of weeks ago. They leapfrogged Westcon, they leapfrogged Trinity, and now they are on the throne in the champagne room of the Connecticut College Football Power Pole Club.
Wow.
And still a game to play, or dare I say, a national title to win. Oh, it's going to be tough, though. at Charleston, West Virginia, round 1 of D2. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever come up north from the south and had to make that drive and made a quick cut to the left, to the west, to go across Ohio. When you cross the Chillicothe River, I do believe you see the capital, Charleston, West Virginia, to the east in a beautiful turf field with over 20,000 seats around it. Oh, New Haven, don't get intimidated because they have green grass. And I don't think their colors are green either. So you got a chance to not throw any interceptions. Come on, New Haven, get to the second round. They've had a lot of chances in the playoffs. We thought they were going to slip out of the playoffs this year, but they're back.
Amazing.
They came back. They won. You know why? There's that bye week. They got all. Charged up! Come on, New Haven. Make us proud. You're the number 1 team in our state, and you keep it rocking against Charleston on Saturday. That's a 1 o'clock game. Before I run it down, look at these games, guys. We got 2 playoff games this weekend. We got a possible conference championship situation with the Bad News Bantams. We got a dumpster bowl game this weekend, and we have the game. Number 5, Wesleyan. Number 4, Yale. Number 3, WestCon. Number 2, Trinity. And number 1, New Haven. That's the power poll.
By the way, Yale holds a 68-61 lead over Harvard since 1875.
It's actually a lot closer than I expected.
Yeah.
Hasn't Yale been winning that game like on a pretty good clip in the last 20 years? Since
my God.
Turn of the millennium.
Oh, yeah.
Looking at WestCon, we got some other people. I just wanted to note this. In the D3 bracket, Springfield, our friends from the north that can use the river, they're the ones who beat Coast Guard in the river rivalry earlier in the season. They will be taking on Ithaca in the first round. That should be a good game.
I think we're going to have to vote on Springfield since our signal emanates from there.
Yeah. We got listeners over there.
Yeah, they might have to be in the
I don't know.
Connecticut Power Football poll. Listen, they're better than some of the other teams.
Then you're going to get Assumption, and then the Oxymoron University American International is going to say,
they got to prove that they're worthy.
Well, you also have Union out of New York, a little upstate New York. We play them in hockey all the time for our UConn friends. They are also in the
Dude, we don't even let New York in New England. They're in the tri-state area, but they're not part of New England.
Well, they take on Delaware Valley, and the winner of that game would play WestCon if WestCon beats Johns Hopkins. That's another reason I bring it up. And then on the bracket for the D2 for New Haven against Charleston, the winner will take on Kutztown. Ooh, gosh, Kutztown again? They're always there. And then Virginia Union, also a part of that bracket. But I don't want to look ahead. You got to win the games in front of you. Win, you advance. Lose, I don't know what they do anymore in the summer. Not golf.
All right, we got Anita Marks from Daily Wager and ESPN. They have a new betting app, I'm sure, that she can tell us about as well. But she will join us at 4 o'clock to talk NFL and Thursday night football. But let's do the first dibs question of the day next on the Rob Dibble Show with Ben Darnell in your afternoon drive. Kurt Kaplan on the ones and twos.
96.